All right, everyone. Welcome back to the back nine, round 2 of the 10th annual Seviren Lang Memorial, sponsored by Innova Champion Discs. I'm Nathan Queen, here again with Colten Montgomery.
Yeah, excited to get this back nine underway. We've got Corey Ellis at 18 under, Ricky Wysocki at 16 under, Gregg Barsby at 13 under, and myself hanging in there at 10 under.
Yeah, pretty different start for everybody on the card for the front nine. I'm excited to see this back nine, see if we can get some rounds turned around and keep some hot rounds going.
Yeah, definitely. I know for myself it was definitely a slow start and not what I was looking for, but here we are at hole 10. It's 320 feet. It's right in the darkness of this gap under the trees, right on top of this wooden mound that they built. You'll see probably most players throwing a mid-range or fairway driver, just trying to throw late hyzer to navigate the gap.
Yeah, if you can get in and get into that gap, there's a little ditch right there at the bottom. Anywhere right in there, you're inside the circle and got a little uphill putt at it. The big mistake here is staying off to the right too far, which Corey may have done there. I doubt he'll have a birdie look. He'll probably have a chance to scramble for his par, though.
You know, I said everyone's going to be throwing mid-ranges and fairways, and I think Corey just threw a putter. So everyone throws something different, but Ricky here's throwing I think, KC Rock.
Yeah,
nice and low, punching up there.
And that definitely hit that wall there, so great shot from him.
You hit the wall, and I think you're definitely inside the circle.
So Gregg switching up and going with the Forehand Eagle on this one, which is a pretty good line, I think. Pretty unfortunate. That's, I don't know, man. That was a good shot there. It got knocked down late with that high ceiling.
Good line, good shot, bad result.
Yeah, circle 2 look. And what's, you've got a mid-range here?
Yeah, I'm throwing a glow MD4. Pushed it a little bit left, and I'm in there in the trees, but hopefully I got a look.
Yeah, left is better than right, so you might have there could be a little look in there. Gregg with the long look, elevated basket, just kind of catches the cage. Easy par. So Corey he kept out of the woods there, and he does have a look from circle 2 here. Oh, man,
and
knew it out of his hand.
Oh, wow.
Dancing on the back of the rim.
Some action there.
Just enough basket, just enough chains to hang on. What a great hit from Corey there.
And here I am deep in the woods. And it was
great putt, man.
Not a stance that I typically practice very often. So.
Yeah, when you putt a different way than your normal putt, it's almost like you're learning to putt again. So great putt. Great putt out of the woods there.
And Ricky there tapping in his birdie.
And Corey hitting the big putt to stay two strokes out in front of Ricky. He knew he was parked there, so way to go for him. Barsby tapping in his par.
Here we are, hole 11, 519 feet. It's a par 4. You've got an OB line running all the way along the right-hand side. And the basket's tucked down here on this hill where really anything can happen when you get down there. So you kind of just want to put your your drive in the center of the fairway and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, this tee shot here, it gives you an opportunity to go early left like it seems that Corey has done. He's pinched himself off pretty well with the stuff on the right, and he'll have a tougher angle to that green. He'll have to throw a pretty steep hyzer, which is not what you want with that downhill sloping green.
And I think Ricky's throwing a halo wraith here.
He's also cut it off on the inside, and he probably won't have an angle to get down to the green. He may have a forehand roller or some crazy scramble shot, but not where you want to be early left.
Here I am throwing my signature lone howl again, just trying to punch it straight out with a little finish to the left, and I'm very happy with being right there.
Yeah, that's a great shot there. You're close to the wooded line, but that doesn't matter a whole lot as long as you're not in it. You've got a straight look down at the basket.
Yeah, it's really hard to punch one too far right and go out of bounds. There's a lot of stuff to catch you.
And Gregg putting it the same spot he did last round, right in the middle of the fairway. He's going to throw a little touch rhino here and try to set it down on that downslope.
It just kept turning and got caught up in those trees to the left, but he'll have a pretty scary downhill look for his birdie.
And Corey having to throw more of a hyzer angle here than he's looking for. Catching an early tree, and he also has a pretty scary birdie putt there from circle 2. So you probably going with just a little putter here, trying to float it down.
Trying to do that.
Oh yeah, got a little
sent it down.
Got a little too much on it.
It's tough on this. You know, like if you don't match that slope and get it down early, you know, you can do exactly what I did and float down. And Ricky hitting those roots.
Yeah, you can see you can't let it land too early there either. So you've got to kind of float it down there. Corey with a good round going, deciding to lay it up there. Doesn't want too many big mistakes. Par's not bad. So smart play from Corey there.
Ooh, Barsby giving it a run.
Gregg really wanting the birdie, giving it a run. Gets a pretty good reaction and sits still afterwards, so he's still got a good par look. See if we can get 2 wood putts in a row. Oh, yes we can. What a putt.
I was
through a tight little gap.
So far back there, and when it was out of my hand, I thought it was over the basket, and then it barely hits the chains, and I couldn't believe it actually went in. So.
Oh, great putt, man. Way to keep it going.
Here's Ricky from just inside the circle for his birdie. Misses low.
And yeah, cages it. Got a little bit nose down on the downhill angle, and it just grabbed it and followed it quick. Gregg coming back for the par. Good to get his par after running that long birdie look.
Yep. Corey tapping in his par after his layup. Smart play. And Ricky also with his par.
So played pretty tough after we saw a lot of birdies last round. Hole 12, another great par 3, 302 foot. You've got an OB line down the whole left side of this fairway. Once you get down to the bottom, there's a little ditch here. The water does play casual, and you've got this lake gap to hit.
Yeah, this is a really, really fun hole to throw, and I'll be throwing my Glow MD3 here, just trying to do a hyzer stand up, and it stood up on me a little bit too early, and being right, it's really tough to punch through those. You're usually just pitching out if you're to the right.
Yeah, better mistake than early to the left, though. It does stay in bounds. Corey going with a mid-range, trying to stand it up and flick it down there. It looks to be in that early right spot, similar to where you are. Probably have to just try to pitch out for your par.
Yeah. Ricky probably throwing a rock again. And it
laser beam.
Splits the 2 trees. Probably has a 10-footer.
Yeah, that's a great shot from him. Never had any movement, just straight the entire way. And Gregg going back to that eagle. It looks like it's fading a little early right as well.
Man, 3 of us early right where you don't want to be. As you can see right here, it's just, there's nothing.
He's just looking for a hole to get out.
And really, he's on the edge of it. So if you're deep in there, it's tough.
And gets out clean. He'll have a tap-in par.
Yeah, Barsby's in it.
Gregg here.
And he's about probably 45 feet from the basket right here.
If even that far,
right.
Really.
And then here I am, up in the tree again.
Got a little look going for 3 putts from the trees. A little low on this one, though.
That was a weird one. I had
Pretty
my
awkward
left
stance
foot in there. Ricky, tap in birdie there.
Yeah, that's how you want to do it. Clean, miss the bridge this time.
And then I think we'll all be tapping in our pars.
Yeah, you see Corey staring it down. These par putts can be a little scary, especially with the wind that you usually get on this basket.
Definitely.
Even if you hit the middle, sometimes that wind can cause a little havoc. So Corey, losing one stroke on that hole, still has a one-stroke lead. Garrett Girthy, 10 through 12, climbing up the leaderboard super far.
With an ace, right?
With an ace, yes.
Wow.
I was on his card. He did ace hole 7.
Shout out to Double G.
Yeah, it was a great shot to watch with a rock 3. Now we're on hole 13, 555 feet. You're really just kind of cutting this hole in half. You kind of want to pitch out to just past where these shadows are at. And then for a righty, you'll be throwing a backhand hyzer over top of these trees. You can just kind of see the basket over there on the left starting to peek into view. And so yeah, pretty simple tee shot. You can really throw, you could throw a driver, just a short pitch up, or a putter full power, just to set up that hyzer up shot.
It's like Ricky's taking the backhand putter. In perfect spot, really, not trying to bite off too much.
Yeah, he likes to throw that steep angle on his second shot. For the people that want to throw that drifting hyzer, you probably do want to land a little further left on the fairway. But Ricky, with his distance control, he can just throw a Firebird straight up and down and throw it where he wants to.
And figure I'll point out that there is a Mando left of the tree to the right, so it does prevent anyone from throwing the big backhand right hyzer. So that's why all of us will be taking the fairway.
Yeah, you can kind of see that orange pole and yellow arrow over there in the woods. So kind of what you expect here, just some kind of pitches around the corner. Gregg looks like he's biting off a little bit more.
Just a little past Ricky. Looks like he's throwing a Firebird.
And the wind might have got a hold of that and pushed it up high a little bit. He's just outside the circle. Still a good birdie look for him.
Yeah, the breeze definitely picked up this second round, so same with mine. It just
Slight correction just inside the circle now.
see if Barsby can make the right correction here.
Yeah, and he's gotten far enough. He doesn't have to go quite as high, it looks like.
Yep, and he makes that correction and has a 5-footer for his birdie.
Yeah, great shot from him. Corey going standstill. He might have gone just a bit too far, but super high hyzer. Maybe pulled it up just a bit too high. He'll be outside the circle as well.
Here's Ricky for birdie. Yep, all day.
Just where you want it on these baskets. Just over the rim, dropping in, no chance to bounce out at all.
Seriously, so good. Such a good putt. Here's Corey from just outside circle 1.
Looking to keep that one-stroke lead.
Yep.
Nerves of steel right now. Great.
He's putted so well all week,
Yeah.
all day.
He's been solid on the green. Here you are just inside the circle, 29 feet. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a good spit out.
That was a good putt. Yeah, that was that was a good putt. Just little unfortunate reaction.
Yep. So here we are going to hole 14. 550 feet, par 4. It's an island green with a painted island around it, and there will be an OB line also on the left side. Right about here it'll start. You're going to want to just punch one out and get into the open and then try and throw a forehand up to the green.
Yeah, if you can get up over this hill, you see the short pin placement there where that PVC pipe's sticking out of the ground. If you can get up over past that hill, then you have a pretty good chance to get up onto that green without much trouble. And Ricky's pushing that long OB line there. If you go past that, then he'd be pitching up for his par from there. But it looked like he stayed safe.
Yeah, that was a smash from Ricky. I don't know that I saw anyone get that close to the OB line all week, so.
Yeah, and there's a great shot from Corey there, keeping it out flat.
Giving himself a nice look at the basket. Barsby probably throwing a Scorpius.
looks like he's corrected from yesterday, kept himself out of the woods.
Yep.
And he'll have a good look to get up there on the green.
And we do have a little bit of headwind going up the hill, so definitely don't want to turn anything over and bring that road into play. I'm throwing a PD2 to fight that wind.
Good shot up around the corner.
All right, hanging out there by Barsby, so.
Get close over there to the wood line. It keeps you off of that tree on the green a little more as well.
Yeah, but if you're much more left than this, it brings those trees into play.
Barsby with the Rhino up, putting it 18, 20 feet. Great shot from him. And you can see on the green here, you've only got the circle one, so about 10 meters or 33 feet is what you have to land inside on once you cross this road. Corey does it as well. He's probably 22, 24 feet.
Here I am throwing a Color Glow FD3.
And that's about how you do it.
Yeah, don't have to putt, don't have to worry about another spit out. So.
Yeah. Always feels good after a spit out to not have to putt on the next hole.
Exactly. And
I know that's always my goal.
Yes.
Ricky with the pig, leaving it just outside of Gregg's. Should all be tapping in for their birdies here.
Another solid putt from Corey, just right over the rim. Ricky for bird.
Ricky catching all the chains that time, not having to worry about the pole. You can tell it's a little bit windier right here. Gregg taking his time. The wind definitely did pick up for this second round. You can see that little flag moving just a little bit. So, good star frame here from the card.
The Diamond Paragon Pool Table. Diamond tables are designed and manufactured from the highest quality, sustainable hardwoods, utilizing world-renowned designs. Diamond tables are unparalleled for playability and durability. After all, they are designed by players for players.
Moving on to hole 15, 268 feet, dead straight shot, early left or right down the fairway the entire time is no good. If you get kicked in, it's really tough to get out. You can tell how thick it is. Just a birdie you really want to get, as long as you just got to throw it straight off the tee.
Yeah, you just really want to throw it straight. And Ricky...
He threw it straight, but also straight into the ground.
Correct. So
he's on the fairway there, but it's not a mistake you're used to seeing Ricky make.
No, he'll probably be pitching up for his 3. Corey
also throwing it a little bit low. He caught that downhill, so he drifted a little bit further. But still not what you really expect to see. Gregg going with the eagle, and this is looking exactly what you want. Giving it a little flash and still staying parked.
So good with those eagles. Here I am throwing a soft link.
And this looks great. Oh,
just over the top, a little bit long, but didn't go too far past.
So Ricky just putting it down the fairway now. Sure, he's giving it a run, but it's a pretty long chance from there. Same here from Corey. Trying to give it a run, but just really pitching up for par. You've got you with the comebacker out of the woods. It seems to be the place you like to putt from.
Yeah, I guess so today. Yeah, the woods. I guess I liked being in there today, putting from there. So
I don't blame you, man. I like to putt in the woods a little better in the open.
right,
So.
a little less windy. Here's Corey for his par.
And a couple birdies and a couple pars here. Disappointing pars, though. You know, this is one of those holes you want to get. One of the par threes that's a little easier on the course.
Definitely a must get. And Corey hanging on with a one-stroke lead over Ricky. We got Logan Bowers in the picture, shooting 13 down through 16 holes at 19 under. So let's see how the round finishes out.
Yeah, that's some hot shooting, 13 through 16.
Yeah, Logan was on a heater. Here we are, hole 16. It's 720-foot par 5. Most people are going to be taking this fairway that the drone is following, and most second shots are going to be landing somewhere in here, or if they're really good, up in this area. And then you just want to navigate through these woods, and the basket is all the way at the top of the hill. So there is a gap off the tee to the very top right, and I think that's the route that Ricky likes to throw. So
Yeah, this is a pretty tough par 5. Gregg is not going to be happy with that shot. He's looked like he was trying to bite off a lot, and he's pulled it off to the left.
yeah, he's a little bit left. And that looked like it was going to be left out of the hand.
Turned out good. Got some good turn on it. Hit the ground and cut back away from the woods. So you're in a pretty good position for you to be able to play up there and still be able to get a birdie.
And here, let's see if Ricky takes that gap.
Oh, it looks like he's pulled it
catch it, yeah.
too far left. And it doesn't look like he's going to make it past that first original clump of trees. He'll be in some thick stuff in there.
Yeah, that is definitely thick stuff over there, and yeah, we'll see what he's got.
Corey with the huge hyzer flip play here.
Wow.
And works out great. Just misses the wood line, and he's got an opportunity to throw a super high hyzer there, or he could throw up in through the gap and keep it a little more controlled.
And Ricky, I don't know what he had there, but threw a forehand or roller out of there, and is a little bit short of where you want to be, but at least he's out. And here I am. I've opted to go over the top and not go down the fairway. So
yeah, I think this is one of the changes that could be made on this hole. Is to kind of make a Mando to keep people from doing this and keep the fairway how it's intended to be played. Either way, still a tough par 5 though.
yes, very, very tough par 5. Even going over the top,
It's very hard to get up the hill.
there's so many trees. Like, yeah. The funny thing is I didn't even practice it. I just watched one of my card mates do it, and I was like, okay, I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those. It's kind of one of those where once you're at your second shot, you don't really know what to do, because you either throw it 100 feet or you try this and don't know where you end up
Exactly.
at. So, looks like Corey got in there. He'll have a chance to throw up through the tighter part of the hole. Ricky throwing his third shot, trying to get up there so he could get his par, and he's gone a little off to the right. He'll have to navigate off of the fairway a little bit to see if he can get up there for his par.
And here's Barsby. Should have a pretty clean line going up to the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great rhino shot.
He's made it inside the circle. You see Ricky here going for the forehand roller. He hits his line, catches a funny bounce, but it keeps on rolling up there, and he's inside the circle. That's a good scramble shot.
Giving himself a look to save par.
Corey trying to get up there for his birdie. Oh, catches something late. I can't tell how far away he is. He may still have a putt. Looks like you're in a pretty similar spot to Corey.
Yeah, there's so many little trees that it's tough to get through. And
oh, great shot. Reaching out super wide. Controlling that Anheuser angle to flatten back out.
Here's Corey from just outside the circle. Just off the top.
Good bid there. Had to go around a couple trees. A great putt from Gregg there.
You know,
good save after going early in the woods.
I said to Barsby after that putt, I was like, man, like your putts look so good going into these baskets. Like they never look like they have a chance to spit out. And he told me, he's like, yeah, speaking of spit outs.
No.
Barsby told me he grew up playing on Mach 2s. So he says he's seen every spit out on this basket. So maybe that has a little bit to do with how his putt sticks on these baskets.
Yeah, it seems like if that's what you learn, it should stick that way.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, we see Ricky spit through there, and that's going to give Corey his 2-stroke lead back.
Man, and that would have been such a good par save for Ricky after, you know, pretty much 3 shots in the woods, you know, then a forehand roller. That would have been a really good par save. But
and then a good putt. Just a unfortunate play off the basket. On to hole 17, 352 feet. Hit that straight gap, and you're looking right at those 2 trees we just passed. If you can miss those just to the right, righty backhand will finish up to the left, right to the basket. Is this your...
This is my lone howl that I'm throwing. And I just tried to get it straight, and
that's what I was talking about. Just miss those trees to the right and finish the left up there to the basket. Great shot from Colten there, and he's pretty much parked it.
Barsby, probably an eagle.
That's what I would assume is an eagle here.
Probably trying to do something similar, just nice and straight.
And he gets over on it just a little bit, but it held its straight line. He's inside the circle, pin height.
Here's Corey. And he hit something early right.
Couldn't tell if he turned that over too much or if it kicked off to the right, but he is not in a great position there off to the right. Ricky probably was something to prove on this hole here after yesterday. And just peers the gap in between the 2 trees at the end.
Wow.
And inside the circle, probably 22 feet away.
Hits the double Mando. That's not a double Mando.
Corey just having to play the pitch out, which this could be a 2-stroke swing here and going to tie him up for the lead.
Yeah, and leaves himself a little tester for bogey.
Yeah, anytime you have a bogey putt, it feels more of a tester, so you want to be as close as you can get. And Gregg just not getting the drop that he typically gets from his putt, misses just a little bit high. And Corey keeping his solid green percentage together, nailing the putt just like he has the rest of the day. Ricky to tie it up. Watching it all the way in.
2-stroke swing, tie ball game.
It's impressive that he can still use his putt after that spit out on the last hole. He didn't change anything. He putted the same way, which is pretty hard to do after a spit out. So
totally agree.
Good on him for that. And good birdie to tie it up. Going into the last hole, 531 feet. A little bit uphill. You want to make it up just past this tree you see off to itself on the left. If you can get about 10 or 15 feet past that tree, then you'll have this tunnel shot up to the green that fades off to the right. little bit uphill. You got to make it up over this wall they've built here and through this gap to the green. But it's really about your placement off the tee here.
Yeah, here I'm throwing a glow PD3. I'm trying not to go too far, because if you go too far, it really pinches yourself off for the second shot. And just right by that tree you were talking about, so should have a clean look at the basket.
Might be a little tight, but still a clean look from there.
Ricky throwing his Firebird.
Going high and tight like last time, seeing if he can... Well, he's gone a little bit too tight, and he filters out of that tree. There is a pretty small line off to the left side over there, so he has a smaller line, but I believe he's still got a way to get to the basket. Gregg looks like he's got a bit of a grip lock here. It might be stable enough to make it back in. Oh, no. It rolls in and rolls back out, so he'll be able to take his spot up there, but we'll be throwing 3.
Unfortunate mistake on the final hole.
And Corey, not worried about the grip lock with the car coming, throws right over top of it and puts it in a great spot.
Barsby going high and hits the last tree, but still has a chance to save his par after going out of bounds.
Yeah, it keeps him inside the circle there. He'll have an uphill putt. Ricky electing for a high right gap. It looks like that left gap wasn't quite as open. And maybe he's come up
a little
short.
A little.
Yeah.
And here I am on a knee. Not a very clean look at it.
Have to do a little flex shot here instead of the hyzer that you're looking for. Catches a little branch, but keeps floating up there. You've got a circle 2 look. Chance to still get a birdie.
Here's Corey throwing maybe putter forehand and giving himself a look right there inside the circle. Ricky pitching out for his par.
So Corey's got a putt here to take the lead going into the 3rd round. Tough putt there, uphill. Kind of pull it off right just a little bit.
Barsby to save par.
What a par save.
Yeah, that's a really good save.
Yeah, great save after going OB off the tee. So now we've got Corey for his birdie here and to take the lead going into the last round. Probably 28 feet, a little uphill.
Oh, maybe the first putt we've seen him really miss in the circle all day.
And I guess you could call it a miss. He hit pretty center. He did have some hyzer on it. It kind of slid off left. Still caught a lot of chains, though. So we've got a tie. Tie going into the 3rd full round.
Yeah, and I think there might be some new players joining them on the during the final round on the top card.
Yeah, so we've got Corey Ellis and Ricky Wysocki tied at 20 down. Gregg Barsby and yourself, Colten Montgomery, tied at 16 down. And we're going into a different course here for the 3rd round.
Yeah, we'll be moving over to a lapping disc golf course. It's a little bit more wooded. But yeah, as you can see here, we've got Logan Bowers shooting the hot round 14 under to tie for the lead.
So good. Garrett Gerthy coming on hot too, 9 down, making it up to the lead card for the lapping park, which is a little more in the woods. We'll see you guys there.